Have you been struggling with hormone imbalance symptoms? Maybe it's the thinning hair, the chin hair, the belly fat. Maybe you're struggling with weight that seems to be stuck on you. Well, in today's video, I'm going to answer one of the most commonly asked questions. What can I eat to naturally balance my hormones? I've been answering this question for the last 9 years as a women's health advocate and a coach. And in today's video, I'm going to show you an easy meal you can make for your family that is kid approved, and you can make it in no time at all and contains all the elements you need. Give your body the building blocks to do what it already knows to do. But before we jump into it, I have for you a guide that will show you 101 hormone-friendly foods that will help you get your glow back, get your body back, get your energy back, get your joy and your peace back, get rid of that anxiety and those moods. And if you just comment the word guide below, I will send it out to you personally. As we walk through this meal, the very first ingredient we're going to work with today is our protein source. We're using mung beans. I love mung beans. They're so easy to use. Mung beans are so digestible. They don't give you that ton of gas and bloating. They're also really little and they cook very, very fast, kind of like lentils. So I've been soaking these since last night, and I'm going to go ahead and rinse them out, put the added ingredients in here, and throw it in an Instapot. My mung beans are rinsed and ready. Now, if you don't have an Instant Pot, I beseech you this Christmas to, when someone says, what would you like for Christmas? Ask for one of these. So you may be wondering, why mung beans? Let me break it down for you. Mung beans contain phytoestrogens. That is like an estrogen mimicker. It's similar to our body's estrogen, but it's gentle. It's not like the chemical versions that are like bullies. It's very gentle. It helps reduce menopause symptoms and perimenopause symptoms as well. If you're having super crazy moods or hot flashes and you just need some relief, mung beans have also been studied to help with prolactin, which is helping women have more milk if you're struggling from having less milk after having a baby, as well as recovering from the postpartum period. They're super easy to digest, like I said before, and can be used in so many ways. Add them in with your stews. Even if you're making a meat stew, you can add some mung beans to that. If you're familiar with the sprouts that we buy from the stores, a lot of those are mung bean sprouts. You can sprout them on your own at home. Mung beans also contain isoflavones, which can help with bone health. Mung beans can help women who are aging to prevent osteoporosis. The next ingredient I'm working on for lunch today is cabbage. You know, one of the best ways I've found to make sure that you're having a balanced and easy diet, especially when you have children or when you're just trying to be healthy, make 3-part meals, okay? You can have your main starch, your main protein, and your main vegetable. That keeps things so simple. You can have those days where you fancy it all out and you're making so many different things. My cabbage is rinsed and ready. Here is my hack. I am going to use a mandolin to slice my cabbage right into my pan. I'm going to add something to this cabbage that is maybe unexpected and maybe even new for you. I'm introducing my children to something they haven't had before. I grew up in India, and one of the vegetables Indians eat a lot is called methi, and it's fenugreek leaves. My children, I don't think they've had fenugreek leaves. So instead of giving them a fenugreek leaf meal, fenugreek leaves are a little strong, they're a little pungent, they've got like a good kind of bitter, but I'm going to mix it in with the cabbage so that the cabbage milds it a little bit because they love cabbage, and that's going to introduce it to them. So we're gonna get them to tell us how it is at the end. Before my mung beans seal, I'm gonna go ahead and add all the seasonings to them. You know, the salt, and I'll tell you all the seasonings that I put in there. I don't cook with a recipe. Don't ask me for a recipe, but guess what? I'm giving you a gift. 101 food guide. It's got 101 foods. It tells you how to use them, when to use them, Girl, this thing is loaded for you, okay? So make sure to check it out. It's yours. It's just a gift. Click on the link below or just put the word guide in the description. So here are our fenugreek leaves. It's the dried up leaves. So what I've done here is I've rehydrated them using some hot water, and now I'm just adding them to the pan. Into my mung beans, I put some paprika, garlic powder, salt, a little bit of curry, turmeric. Turmeric is really great because it is an anti-inflammatory. You've heard of the golden teas or turmeric poultices or putting turmeric on your face. All kinds of uses for turmeric. It's really great. To our cabbage and fenugreek leaves, I'm going to add some tomatoes. Tomatoes are really good because not only are they great in flavor, but they're known to cut strong flavors. These are just from our garden. We were able to rescue a few after the small, amounts of frost we've had lately. After the tomato, I'm going to go ahead and season it, throw in a few spices, throw in a few peppers. Peppers are really great for your hormones. I talked about it in another video. Some people cannot handle peppers because they are part of the nightshade family. So if you struggle from high inflammation, you notice that your joints are stiff in the morning, at night, then peppers are something that you want to try and experiment by taking out of your diet. Because peppers, like anything in the nightshade family, also tomatoes and eggplants, can actually aggravate, can make that worse for you. So let's talk about the power of cabbage. Cabbage, easy to find, budget friendly. Cabbage is great at reducing estrogen dominance. When you have a ton of estrogen and it can throw off your hormones and cause things like PCOS sometimes or infertility, cabbage is one of those vegetables that is able to help with conditions like that. Cabbage has also been studied to help with heart health. In fact, there are studies that suggest it may also help reduce hormone-dependent cancers. So I know cabbage is everywhere. Sometimes we want to eat the fancier vegetables or get the more expensive stuff. One of the things that I've challenged women for the last 9 years is that eating healthy is not expensive. When people hear eat better, eat healthy, the first thing that comes to their mind is it's expensive. Did you know that in 2020, when all things were flying off the shelf and the toilet paper and the meats and everything, do you know what was at the bottom of the shelves still existing? Rice, beans. Like the cans of beans were gone, but the dried beans were there. That makes no sense to me. That stuff can last for years. And it is a complete meal. Your brown rice, your beans, and a vegetable. There you go, you have a full meal. So when it comes to eating healthy, no, it is not more expensive. I have done this for my family of 5. We've lived like this as volunteers when we're volunteering to learn this stuff at a wellness center. We've lived like this when we were doing a ministry in an Amish community. We were still eating healthy because eating healthy is not buying fake meat products. It's not buying processed vegan foods or Oreos, which are apparently vegan. It's actually eating whole foods. But we've been programmed to think that healthy means expensive because we try and get the healthy stuff that's processed. As you remember, I put fenugreek leaves in the cabbage and the smell is so good. It is so good. Maybe it's tapping into my past. Fenugreek leaves are so high in iron. I mean, just through the roof in iron. Fenugreek leaves are also said to help boost your libido. That means if you're no longer feeling like doing, the happy business, girl, get you some fenugreek leaves because you know you want to. Let's be honest. They can also help relieve menstrual cramps and menopause symptoms. Now our meal, our starch option is in this container. Can I show it to you? There it is. I don't want it to fall out. This is my sourdough dough. I started it early this morning and it is ready for me to use, and I'm using this to make flatbreads. So we're gonna have sourdough flatbreads today with our lunch. So I'm gonna show you the finished product. But Just real quick about sourdough. Sourdough is a really great way to pre-digest your wheat products. If you are gluten sensitive, or you notice that whenever you eat a lot of bread products, you start to feel sluggish and really tired, sourdough is a great way to have those gluten pieces pre-broken down for you. This is regular store-bought flour. Everything I'm using right now is super regular. The only thing you may not have heard of is the fenugreek leaves. Because this is a carb, regardless of whether it's sourdough fermented or not, you wanna go easy on it. I have young children. They can get away with eating a ton of this stuff. I can't. Girl, I've got to eat enough and be done. But sourdough also has a lower glycemic index than regular yeasted bread. And if you're thinking, I've never done sourdough, I'll get a little bit and try again and try again and try again. And you don't have to do it complicated like they do on the internet. Fold it and then roll it and then slap it and then, oh, I can't do any of that. I can let it rise and cook it. I cook it like regular bread. I cook it like regular flatbreads. I don't yet make the sourdough loaves, you know, those pretty ones. I'm not there yet, okay? I'm still trying to learn. So let's learn together. But I want to show you that this meal here is probably going to cost us less than $10 for a family of 7. And we're going to do the math soon. Y'all, I am tired, but lunch is ready. So we've got our mung bean soup. I'm gonna show y'all a close up, okay? We've got our mung beans, our cabbage with fenugreek, and our flatbreads. I made these delicious, yummy flatbreads out of the sourdough. Has anyone started tasting it yet? Do y'all want to taste it and tell me what it's like? Yeah. I'm just gonna have to bring in the honest people, okay? Here comes one. You ready to taste? You can taste it off my plate because I think it's a little cooler. You get to taste this for the first time. You ready? I think he's gone, y'all. Micah, tell me, what's it like? Really? Good. It's so good?
But a little too salty.
Oh, a little too salty. I'm sorry, y'all. What do you think, JoJo?
So good.
Compared to cabbage on its own. Better than cabbage on its own, or?
It has a little bitter taste.
It does have a bitter taste, yeah. Fenugreek leaves have a bitter.
Can I have funny Greek?
Are you want funny Greek? You want some funny Greek leaves?
What are they called?
You want more? More of the funny Greek leaves? Has anyone tried the mung beans yet?
No. They're so good.
The mung beans are good?
So good.
Do you prefer the mung beans or the greens? Mung beans? The mung beans are really good.
I don't really like it.
Fenugreek leaves are not your jam? Not jamming for you? Yeah. Let me show you my plate close up. There's the plate. Try not to tilt it over. Y'all know I'm not a food influencer, right? There we go. That's better. This is my lunch today. This is gonna be super yummy. All right, y'all. This lunch took me a long time to make because of the flatbreads. Alternatively, I was gonna make rice mixed with quinoa in it, or just plain quinoa. But you know, I kind of felt like eating flatbreads today with the methi because this is how you do it, okay? Yes, you use your hands. I know some folks up in here talking about, she eat it with her hands. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And you just snatch the flatbreads, and then you snatch your vegetables or whatever. Yes. So what I'm gonna do is take my plate, go sit down, and girl, I'm gonna see you in the next video. I'm not gonna be doing this. Don't worry. Next video, I'm not going to be trying to cook. I'm going to sit down and tell you something you want to know. So, let me know what I should talk about in the next video. Put a comment below. Otherwise, I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.